y'all. It is Sage, and I am here back finally with another little night flirt episode help thingy. So, in case you haven't noticed, I've been like MIA for the past month. After having like a little bit of sickness, I lost my voice. And I lost it for like 2.5 weeks. It was crazy. Um, if you hear like little boops in the background, I that sound is there purposely. I have one of my besties over right now, and we are co-working today. She does night flirt. I coach her, and I want you guys to be aware of something. If you can hear those little bloops in the background, every bloop you hear is 66 cents hitting her account. So take that as you will. If you can't hear the bloops, trust me, that might be good because they are going off. She is replying to a lot of people. But anyways, I got sick and I lost my voice. I couldn't talk at all. I couldn't do night flirt, nothing. It was actually awful. But now that I'm back, my voice has been rested. I've had some time off to gather my thoughts on what I'm doing with my Siren of Success channel and the direction I want to take it in. If you haven't seen it, I just uploaded a video called Naomi's $9,000 testimonial or testimony. And it's a very, really interesting thing to listen to. One of my coaching clients, Naomi, gave me a little testimonial review, and she told me about, how she was doing before she started working with me, and how after she started working with me, her income, it didn't even quadruple. It went through the roof. It was crazy, but I was really proud of her. And so if you would like, you can check that out. I will put a little link or like insert it in the video if I can. So yeah, let's start. So today what we're going to talk about is 3 things you could be doing to help your listing on NiteFlirt. This is once again NiteFlirt specific. So I want to start with something that is basic, but a lot of people don't think about, is your listing title. What does your listing title say? That listing title is the first thing people see. It is what catches people's eyes. And, what you want to do in your listing title and in the little, the little box they give you to say a little bit about what you do. You want to get as much information in there as possible without making it look crowded. You want to bring in a customer, and you want to say what you give and what you can deliver. This is a really good place for you to list your skills. Do you do hypnosis? Are you like a sexy nun? Are you a sex therapist? Like, what is your shtick? Do you have a shtick? And even if you don't have a shtick, that can be a shtick itself. If you don't have a shtick, your shtick could be, I'm just me. I'm just a normal girl who loves to be on NiteFlirt, and I love to talk to men, and I love to help them find their release. Got to be appropriate for YouTube. I don't want to get this taken down, and I'm like actually terrified of that. But yeah. So let's really think about that title. What does your title say? What does your little section where you have so many characters say you can do? This is a really important place just to get people to click on your listing, especially if you're featuring yourself. And I will go into the featuring and bidding system in a whole nother video, because that itself is going to take its own video. It's a very complicated system, and I hate it. But, if you're on the front page, there's other girls there. You want eyes to be on you. So you want to have a catchy title from jump. You want to have a catchy title. You want to have a little catchy like info section. For example, I'm going to pull one off the top of my head. Let's just say your name is Janessa. Your name is Janessa, and you are a college student who is using NiteFlirt to, I don't know, explore their sexuality and pay for college, pay for school. Your title could be something like fun and flirty college student looking for sexual awakening, right? And then in your info, it can say something like into, and you go into your specifics. Like, I'm into, let's just say, into hypno, kink, brat taming, beta taming, things like that. It's hard to kind of pull it out, like, out of thin air, especially if, like, you know, I'm not sure, like, the knowledge base of people who are listening to this, so I don't want to, like, be like, cuck companion or something like that, and people are like, what's a cuck? And then, you know, that's a whole nother video. You can go into a whole video about what a cuck is, but but you know, you kind of get what I'm saying. You want it to be interesting, you want it to be catchy, you want to draw attention to you. Number 2 is your actual listing. What does your listing say? Believe it or not, despite the fact that these guys' dicks are hard, they want to have apparently something catchy to look at. And I've learned this. What does your listing say? Does it use proper grammar? Does it read smoothly? Does it entice them? If you have just words, you want those words to look good. Some people, like, you know, they will do pictures on their listing. Does your picture look good? Does it have clashing colors? Is it hard to read? Like, these things matter. You know, you want your listing to go even more into about, like, you want it to go into more about who you are or who your character is. Your listing is there to accentuate who you are or who your character is. So you want it to do that. So what is your listing doing for you? You want your listing to work for you, basically. You want those men to look at your listing and go, I'm going to call this girl because her listing looks great. Even if it's just appealing to the eye. That's why I usually suggest having pictures, because pictures will make somebody call. A picture says 1,000 words. Okay, so keep that in mind. Number 3 is, what time are you online? What time are you online? This can affect your listing, because this goes into more of like your listing value score, which again is something I will have to cover in another video, because that in itself is very, very complicated. But what time are you online? What time are you featuring yourself? What time are you bidding to feature yourself? You want to think in the mindset of a client. What are these men doing during the day? Do you think they have jobs? If so, do they have time to call you, or are they going to chat more? Do you want to chat or do you want to call? You have to figure out your schedule, but you also have to figure out theirs. It's important to understand your demographic. And in this case, your demographic is a population of horny men. And a lot of those horny men work. So keep that in mind when you're featuring yourself or when you're online. It doesn't matter where you are. You want to cater to the people that are looking for you, the people that you want to find. Okay, does that make sense? I hope it does. Like you want to put out a call, a signal, and you want them to answer. Well, they have to be there in order to see the signal. So once again, it's really important for you to really kind of figure out what times work best for you? What times do you find the most traffic in chats? What time do you find the most traffic in calls? What time do you find the most traffic in both? Or even on the flip side, what times are really bad for you? Figuring out what times do not work for you is just as good as figuring out what times do work for you, because those are times you can avoid bidding, featuring, things like that. And so you will waste money. But yeah, those are three things you can do to help your listing, help improve your money flow. And I try to make my videos not too long, and I can say a whole lot about NiteFlirt, about each of these things. Each of these three things could actually be 10 minutes themselves. Okay, I can make a 30-minute video here, but I'm not going to. I'm trying to squeeze all this shit into 12 minutes. So, with that being said, I hope you did find this helpful. Um, well, I guess also now is a good time to say, if you liked this video, you can like, comment, and subscribe. Matter of fact, comment below what you kind of would be interested in listening to, what advice you'd be interested in hearing, or just funny phone host stories. I love those too. I mean, it's never a bad time to whip them out. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and if you are interested in booking a consultation with me, you can find me online at sagemonroe.me.